We've got the game locked down. Hello, my friends, it's Johnaroth, and today I am playing with another newly released card to Arena, but kind of an older card. Today I play with Dack Fayden. Dack Fayden is a Planeswalker, one colorless, one blue, one red. And he has a +1, which target player draws 2 cards, then discards 2 cards, so you can kind of cycle through your deck. The -2 ability is very strong. You can gain control of target artifact, so he can steal artifacts. And if you get to the -6, you get an emblem. Whenever you cast a spell that targets 1 or more permanents, gain control of those permanents. So very, very cheap Planeswalker overall, and don't underestimate the psychological value on Dack Fayden for your opponent, them wanting to cast artifacts to ramp, knowing that you can steal them. So what type of build do we have for Dack Fayden? We have a lot of control elements such as counterspells, memory lapse, mana leak, counterspell, wash away, all those normal cards. We did recently lose mana drain because that was banned. And then we have, removal spells, lightning bolt, abrade, all those types of effects. We also have a sub-theme of planeswalkers and artifacts. We have planeswalkers like Tezzeret, Saheeli, Rawl, lots of those types of cards, as well as multiple artifacts, including some ramp artifacts, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Creativity, etc. And the most powerful card in this deck is actually Liquid Metal Coating. This card allows you to turn anything into an artifact. So a land, a creature, or whatever. So if you have this out on the battlefield, you can turn your opponent's things into artifacts, and then Dack Fayden can steal them, including their lands. So let us take Dack Fayden into the queue and see if we can steal some things from our opponent for victory. Let's go! Our first game is against Zamone, Quandrix Prodigy. This hand is... It's not bad. It's okay. I think we'll go ahead and keep this. Zamone is a 1/2 that you can put land cards onto the battlefield and draw cards. Let's go ahead and put down a Steam Vents here, and let's cast Strike It Rich. Okay, our opponent has an Elvish Visionary. I'm gonna go ahead and put down a land. Let's go ahead and cast Fable the Mirror Breaker to get some mana going here. Opponent's gonna draw some more cards. We are going to discard some cards. Let's discard... Saheeli, an Expressive Iteration. Okay, we didn't get any lands, so that's unfortunate. Hit our opponent. Let's cast Lightning Bolt right now and kill off Zamone. Opponent's gonna hit us for 1. Gonna draw some more cards. Opponent's drawing a lot of cards. Getting some decent amount of ramp here. Okay, we did draw a land, which is great. Shame our opponent doesn't have any artifacts. Let's go ahead and just swing in with the Goblin here. Get some more treasure. for 1. Do we wipe the board here? That's the question. I think we do. I think it's worth it. Set our opponent back a little bit. Opponent gets out a goose. And a swarm shambler. Wow, our opponent has a lot of we probably should have saved the Brotherhood's End. That's pretty crazy how much stuff he just summoned. However, we did just draw Fury, which is pretty good in this situation here. Let's go ahead and just cast Fury. Alright, let's go ahead and kill off definitely the Shambler. Let's kill off all of these. Wow, that was quite a hit. We still have not drawn a land yet. Okay, and our opponent scoops. What we're going to do is hopefully we draw a land on our turn, and then we can get Chandra on the battlefield, kill Zamon, and then basically our opponent has nothing. He used up his whole hand. The Fury really was crucial for killing our opponent with all of these creatures he had, but this is kind of focused on a lot of card draw, a lot of land generation. But if you can eliminate the creatures, which are the source of that, it really doesn't do anything. We didn't even have to cast our commander. Really, the key of this game was the Goblin Shaman. So good game. And Goshen Tie of Life's Origin. So this is probably a Shrine deck. Our opponent gets to go first. We do have some early ramp. We have one of my least favorite cards of all time, but it's good for this deck, Vivi. We're going to go ahead and keep this. Go ahead and get a treasure going here. See what our opponent does. Put down a land. Let's go ahead and get out Vivi. Hopefully. Let's see, he has a mana type. Nope, he's going to cycle. Okay, we get Vivi onto the battlefield. Our opponent may have a removal spell or something. Opponent has a Chromatic Lantern. I wonder if our opponent knows what our commander does. Maybe he has... Let's find out. Let's go ahead and use Dack Fayden's ability to steal the Chromatic Lantern here. And that is enough to win the game. Our commander is actually pretty powerful in this format that we're in, just because you saw our last opponent before this one basically just quit. Like, there's so many artifacts that decks, including a lot of mine, are dependent on, and the ability to steal artifacts is not to be underestimated. Our opponent, we just beat our opponent because of just our commander. Good game. Ugh, Derevi. This game we're playing against Derevi. We do have turn 1 Ragavan, so I'm going to keep this. Let's go ahead and get out Ragavan here. Derevi is an interesting commander. It's an owl that can tap creatures wherever you deal combat damage, and you can always get Derevi back for 4 mana, no matter how much Derevi actually costs. Let's go ahead and put down an island here and pass the turn. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and put down another island, and let's go ahead and try to get out our commander. Opponent's going to mana leak it. Perfectly fine. Glad we didn't try to cast VV. We'll keep Ragavan back on defense. Go ahead and put down a Thundering Falls here. Dreamtide Whale, not really what we need right now. Our opponent is going to get out his commander. Gonna go ahead and abrade his commander just to get him off the battlefield. He's gonna untap a land, but it's a little late for that. Hopefully we can get out VV. All right, let's put down a land. Let's cast VV here. Successful. Opponent's going to get out his commander again. Unfortunately. Opponent's also going to try to growth spiral. Do I care? No, I don't. Opponent's going to swing in for 2. Let's go ahead and cast Stock Up here. We get to take 2 cards. I'm going to take the Mana Leak and the Island. Keep the mana flowing here. Go ahead and also get out Jace. Opponent's going to try to do a Stern Scolding. We'll let that happen. We're going to pass the turn. Opponent's going to create a token. Opponent's going to swing in for 2. Down a land. Let's go ahead and try to cast Riel. Get Riel onto the battlefield here. I'm going to do nothing. Opponent's going to try to return and draw. I'm going to go ahead and cast Memory Lapse here on the Cryptic command, which pumps up Riel. Opponent's going to try to do it again. Cryptic command, we're going to say Counterspell, which is going to pump up Riel. Opponent's going to hit us for 2. Going to untap. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to get out our commander here, which pumps up our team. Yeah, and that's going to be more than enough to win the game. We now have VV at 4. We're going to draw and discard cards with our commander, and Riel is going to let us draw some of those cards. We also have up a Mana Leak, and then VV is really powerful, so we could cast Fable the Mirror Breaker. We've just got too much value, even against a commander that he can keep bringing back for 3 to 4 mana every single turn, which is the power to Revi. So that was a really good game against a very powerful commander. Good game. Opponent goes first. We're playing Clothus, God of Destiny. This hand is really, we really need a red mana, but I'm going to go ahead and try this anyway. The wash away is pretty good in what we need it for, except he has an Allosaurus Shepherd. Man, that's not good. Let's go ahead and get out our Mox Opal. We could actually steal something of our opponents here, which is pretty cool. Okay, opponent's going to swing in. Go ahead and put down a mountain. Let's go ahead and get out the liquid metal coating. Liquid metal coating, I guess. We could steal his commander away from him, which would be pretty amazing. Opponent has a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Let's go ahead and just get rid of his token here. I don't want him to proliferate. I just don't want him getting a bunch of mana. Where's a lightning bolt when you need it? Now he has a delayed halfling too. Great. Where's a Brotherhood's End when you need it? Okay, he has a Gallia. Do we want to take the Gallia? Maybe we do. Let's go ahead and cast our commander here. And let's use this. Oh, we can take lands too. I forgot about that. We could steal his land. Or his Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I'm just going to go for the halfling though. Bring the halfling over to our side. And let's go ahead and put down the Misty Rainforest. Kind of bluff a counter spell. So he's going to kill off the halfling more than likely. Opponent gets out a Rada. You going to kill off the halfling? Probably. And Dack. Okay, we could get out Dack again on our turn. He's going to swing in with both of those. Perfectly fine. Kill off our Dack. Let's go ahead and cast our Misty Rainforest here. I'm going to go for a Surveil land. I'm hoping we draw like... Fable. Not really what we need right now. So Lightning Bolt is pretty good. Let's make Radha an artifact. We're gonna take Dack. We're going to gain control of Radha. We now have enough mana to use the lightning bolt here. Let's go ahead and kill off Gallia. I don't want him drawing any cards anytime soon. If he wants to attack with both of those at our commander, that's perfectly fine with me. I do want to kill off the Allosaurus Shepherd anyway. The liquid metal coating is really kind of saving us in this game with the power of our commander. Well, he does have enough mana to kill off. It's going to hit us for 2. Perfectly fine. What do we want to do here? Let's put down a fountain port. Now we're going to pass the turn. Hopefully we can lure our opponent into an attack. We'll see. Because we can cast the... We have the Hall of the Storm Giants. Potentially. Do we want to invert polarity that? I don't think so. Our commander is getting kind of expensive here, though. Opponent's deciding what to discard. It would be really cool if we could Steel Cloth us. That would be great. Gold Hound. Green spells can't be countered. I'm just gonna go ahead and invert polarity. No. Let's wait. Let's wait. He could make another Gold Hound, which is pretty good. Our opponent is not going to do anything. Let's go ahead and make a treasure here. Okay, so I'm going to cast Chain Lightning on the Allosaurus Shepherd. Get rid of that. Let's go ahead and put down the Mystic Sanctuary. And I'm going to take the Lightning Bolt back. Yep, I definitely want that. Getting Dack Fayden out would be a waste right now. I'm just going to pass the turn. Our opponent is pretty well tapped out at this point. Now he can make treasures with the Gold Hound. Opponent is going to use Faithless Looting. I'm just going to go ahead and counter that. Hopefully we can actually win a coin toss for once. Okay, we did, which is pretty cool. We're going to draw 2 cards, and now we get to discard 2 cards here. I'm going to discard Captain Howler and the Wash Away because I want to keep the Lightning Bolt up. Opponent's going for the all-out attack. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Kiki Jiki here. It's our turn. Drew stock up, which is pretty good. I'm going to cast that. And I am going to take the... Not really a great hand, but that's okay. I'm going to keep up the memory lapse. Pass the turn. Not really worried about the gold hound, quite honestly. Yeah, we've got our opponent outvalued. No matter what he casts, if he just attacks with the gold hound, we're going to make a treasure. We're going to get a ton of mana. If he casts any creature at all, his commander, anything, with the liquid metal coating, we can turn it into an artifact and steal it to our side. So there is literally nothing a Gruul deck like this can do at this point to really hurt us. We've got the game locked down. Really good game. Dack Fayden's power was just so crucial here, just being able to cast him and take control of stuff. So good game. Thank you, my friends, for watching another one of my videos. This one featuring Dack Fayden, Planeswalker. Dack is good. Dack has a lot of psychological advantages against your opponent. People get scared of having their artifacts stolen, or you can just cycle and draw lots of cards from your deck over and over again. I would put Dack at probably a low B as far as power level goes. I did get paired against a variety of different opponents in kind of the mid power level tier, and Dack's just fun. It's fun to have a relatively cheap commander that can get you a lot of value from the get-go. The deck list is in the description below. Please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to leave a comment down below talking about Dack or another commander you'd like me to look into, or something you'd like me to look into tied to the upcoming Avatar set. I don't really care, as long as I talk to you, part of the Magic community. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.